trip to the Atlanta Motorsports Park is on the line. Great jump from the front, but Leandro Werler's going to get swarmed by Michael Romanidis. Off and away here for the Prodigy Racing League at Mazda MX-5 Cup Golden Ticket Series on RaceRoom, powered by SuckerPunch. And let's be honest, the run into turn one, not the important one. Joey, it's out of here, down through turn three, that the drivers have to maximize their single file up front.
And every semifinal, it was critical to not race side by side too early up front to make sure you're still in this train and make sure that you can stay in a lead pack for a long period of time. They're side by side for about 6th and 7th. They were 3 wide coming through turn 3 there for a moment. They resolved that fairly well. But look at that single file, 1st through 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, basically, all still in draft range.
I mean, Michael Romanidis doesn't look too concerned right now, but here comes a look at the inside. Philip Drace doesn't want to hang around, works his way forward to second.
And this is very smart driving from Romanidis. He saw the dive coming and he didn't fight it coming through turn 5. He slotted in line between Drace and Werle, and these guys have lost no time whatsoever. Still in touching distance of Wisniewski, and they're not going to worry about that too much. But there is trouble at the back for Stan Vlietstra, unfortunately. He's going to be the next big loser falling to the back of the order.
Is there some overlap? Can he still hold the inside line on Charney? He's going to try. He'll give it a good go, and as much as they're going to rub doors...
Sorry, you've got Vries, you've got Obertal, Fornes, Pastor, and Hassan Gellert, and everybody just piling into turn the Canada corner here. A little bit of a slide, though, behind Hakkinen. Somehow everybody made it through there. Well, they didn't make it through the end of the corner, though. There goes the Blue Miata around.
Oh, Thiago Mello. I think the fans
are going to be so sad.
Going to be quite disappointed with that. This is, though, the thing with MX-5 Racing. We've got more chaos. Fornes gone around as well. And I believe Hassan Gellert, as well as Radoslav Orbital mixed up there. So we've had about 7 different issues. And now only 15 cars within 10 seconds of your leader. Only 5 cars within a second of your leader. I mean, look at the choo-choo train at the front. They have dropped Leonard Heidegger from their mitts. Martin Barner along with Nathan Maximum. One small mistake can be costly, and indeed Heidegger suddenly drops down into the midst of this pack and shot to the back bumper. Contact with Sodal, and Heidegger's now off into the grass.
This is when we cross the line this time. It's going to be halfway in the race, and you're going to start to see a little bit more motion. The train will derail and decouple very soon.
And here we go. Action at the front. It's picking up. Are we going to be playing a major or minor tune? Trace gets his way on forward. Now Romanidis has a look. Oh, and the sucker punch car goes around the Greek driver. Not a blink of an expression, although a couple of blinks of the eye. And the rejoin's not the safest, to be completely honest. And there's banging in the pack that's now worked his way on forward. And poor Michael Romanidis. Now, is he at one with the track? Is he at one with the battle up front? Because Wisniewski tried it again, but Drace has held him off as we head up to turn 6.
It's past halfway, and I think all of these drivers have said it's time to fight. We don't need to hold anything back anymore. Brandon Hawken in to make some exciting overtakes. We bring a Finn in with Cravey, and look who's right behind us. Romanidis has recovered to recover right ahead of Hakkinen. This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 car battle for P5 until the end of this race.
Will be only the charge, though, to try and get alongside of Nikitin Wisniewski. The draft's going to see him hold on to the outside. He'll try and pinch onto the curb, and great Mazda Racing. They stay 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Great control on the curb in turn 1. It is pretty flat, so you don't really have to worry about jumping the car up into the air. But Enzo Filipao says, I'm going to peek to the inside through turn 3. Isn't able to get the momentum on the tighter radius, though. He's got to slot back in line and now give Werle some help here. Give him the bump draft. Help him out with the tandem draft to make sure all 4 of these cars still stay together, because they're looking like a little bit of separation might be coming if they continue to fight like this.
Races where I've called the finish a little bit early. That was a look from Leandro Werle to try and get back a little bit forward. But now as Wisniewski's alongside of Philip Drace, side by side through Bill Mitchell, Bendon leaning on one another. Oh, it's not going to end well, surely, as we rise to the final corner. To the line, 2x2, into turn 1. Drace on the outside, this time in his SCCA machine, the black SimLab entry. Oh, Wisniewski's going to have the advantage, and heading down into what is the braking zone of turn 3, if he can clear himself, he has the chance to just slingshot through, even if he gives up some draft. Not going to work out that way. And now we're playing side drafting effectively, bump drafting as well potentially. Whirler sits in third. Philippau's going to go driver's right-hand side to try and make it 2x2. I mean, no matter where you look in this lead pack, drivers are making decisions that have immense consequences. Trace is getting a shove from behind that's going to see him hold on to the lead into the braking zone. Side by side for second, they battle.
And Philip Trace and Wisniewski making a little bit of contact this time, but there we go. We finally lose Leandro Werla. If there's a possibility of all three of these drivers coming together, as Philippau's on the draft and in the grass and almost in the wall down the back straight, Maximin and Barna might not be totally out of this if these guys come to blows. Full focus. It looked like Enzo Philippau's house was on fire. Nikodem Wisniewski is at night in Poland, and Philip Trace is trying to hold them both off. They're going to be side by side for second coming through turn 1. They resolved that fairly quickly, and that's good news for both of them. They need to be as close as humanly possible to Philip Trace coming out of turn 3 here, get the full effect of the draft into turn 5. And now we wonder, is anybody brave enough to go for it this early, or are they going to wait for Canada corner like Michael Romanidis did?
Oh, he's timed it decently. Philippau doesn't have a chance to close and get to the inside. Trace, though, able to jink just in time to cover the inside. 3 wide as expected. Who's deepest of the brakes? Oh, Philippau gets it stopped just in the nick of time. Trace gets bullied down to third, but Wisniewski around the outside, and with a move that maybe sends him to the Atlanta Motorsports Park. A drag race to the line will still ensue. Can Trace get to the inside to deprive us of that? No, he'll tuck back into line, and watch this. A climb towards the flag stand. Wisniewski's not sure. He thinks he's got it. He's grooving, but on the run to the line, the run to the first Prodigy pass of 2024, it's Nikodem Wisniewski winning and going to the Atlanta Motorsports Park to drive at Prodigy Week Part 2. Then Nikodem, first off, congratulations. How do you feel right now? You've just won a Prodigy Pass and you're heading to Prodigy Week at the Atlanta Motorsports Park.
Thank you. I mean, it was a really tough race. I mean, we saw like 2 guys spinning. I don't know what happened exactly with the first one. I mean, we were fighting with Michael. I saw him on the radar. He was fully inside. I went to the left. I think it was too late to avoid the contact. So I'm not sure what happened there. The next contact with Leonardo, I think, into the left-hander, the end of the sector 1. I think it was just unlucky incident. So really shame that it ends to him like that, because I think everyone really deserved the Prodigy Pass. I mean, it was a really tough race. It was a good race to watch. I hope. So I think that the emotion was there, were there not only for the viewers but for the drivers for sure. So yeah, really happy that I could go to the USA. I mean, that was my dream, to be honest, to be in the USA for a few years. So hopefully gonna be there and fight for the overall victory. I mean, I can't really weigh this opportunity.